Number 72 is Zach Millman. Number 88 is Dan Clothing. Number 17, Mike Homewood. Number 18 is Jeff Blackburn. Line up now for the Outlaw Midgets. Brought to you by Country 93. The green is out. We're racing. Off and racing. Down the back chute. Jessica James with the lead. It is number 15, Mike Bradley in second. 53 of Bradley and 62, Rob McCall. Jessica James leads lap 1. Dave Bradley is second in 15. Mike Bradley third in 53. Then Rob McCall in 62 and Larry Lawson in 8. Coming around to complete lap number 2. It is the 2 of Jessica James who leads it. Dave Bradley in second, Mike Bradley in third, Rob McCall in fourth, Larry Lawson in the 8 car in 5th spot, followed by 14, Dave Inglis. Number 4 on the racetrack is Jamie Kay. Going back through the field, the number 18 car is next, Jeff Blackburn. But up front, Jessica James doing a great job in this 25-lap feature event. Leading after 4 complete, Jessica James. Then Dave Bradley in 15, Mike Bradley in 53, and Rob McCall in 62. Back through the field we go. Larry Lawson in 8. Then the number 14 of Dave Inglis. 5 laps in the books, 20 laps to go. Number 2, Jessica James leads it. James, then Dave Bradley, Mike Bradley, Rob McCall, and Larry Lawson. They are running snowmobile engines in these cars, so no gears, just the snowmobile clutch. They're trucking about 160 kilometers per hour down the straightaways and pretty close to 100 mile an hour with these Outlaw Midgets here at Sauble Speedway tonight. They'll be back again tomorrow night, but right now it is the number 2, Jessica James, coming up now on the 46.5 of Kayla Sample. And Sample will go down a lap, as does the number 72 of Zach Millman. Jessica James is putting on a clinic right now in that number 2 car. It is James in 2. Then we have got the number 15 of Dave Bradley and the 53 of Mike Bradley. They are lapping cars as they go through, but so far, nobody's got anything for Jessica James. James in the 2. Dave Bradley in the 15. Mike Bradley in the 53. Then Rob McCall in the 62. Larry Lawson in the 8. Going back through the field, the 4 is Jamie Kay, the 18 Jeff Blackburn, the 14 Dave Inglis, and the 98 Kevin Speeds. 11 laps complete in this one. Jessica James, she's going into number 2 in the second place car, the 15 of Dave Bradley just coming out. So she's pretty well got a straightaway lead right now on the second place car. It is Jessica James, Dave Bradley, Mike Bradley. Then we go back to Rob McCall in 62 and Larry Lawson in 8. We're halfway this time by. 13 down, 12 to go for race leader number 2, Jessica James. It's James, then Dave Bradley, Mike Bradley, Rob McCall, Larry Lawson in 8. The number 4 driver of Jamie Kay and the number 18 driver of Blackwell. Laps are winding down. We've got a car in the infield. Looks like Zach Millman in the 72. And caution is on the racetrack. The other car that's having problems, the number 46, that is Rob Harrison. Jessica James. She is in tough now. A lot of fast cars right there with her. Coming off of 4 down the front. The green is out. We're racing. Number 2 of Jessica James. Larry Lawson has problems. He pulls into the infield. He was your 4th place car. James gets away on Dave Bradley. Then it is Mike Bradley, and caution on the racetrack one more time. Oh. 11 laps to go. Into 3 out of 4. Going to be quite a restart here. Coming off of 4 down the front. And Jessica James is able to hang on to her lead. James in number 2. Dave Bradley second and 15. Mike Bradley third and 53. Here comes the number 18 of Jeff Blackburn. 14 laps, now 15 in the books. 10 to go. It is the number 2 out front, Jessica James. Mike Bradley in 3rd spot. Jeff Blackburn in 4th, followed by the number 4 of Jamie Kay. Caution on the racetrack as we've got a car around. Flag was shown to the drivers. The pace truck has gone to the pits. Looking for the green flag. We've got 10 laps to go. Coming off of 4 down the front. The green is out. We're racing. Number 2, Jessica James, trying to hang on to her lead. Dave Bradley in 2nd, and now Jeff Blackburn is up to 3rd spot. Mike Bradley falls to 4th, and Rob McCall to 5th. So far, no one's been able to chase down Jessica James in that number 2 car. Jessica James in 2. Then we have got Dave Bradley in 15, followed by Jeff Blackburn, Mike Bradley, Rob McCall, and number 4, Jamie Kay. We're down now to 8 laps to go, and Jessica James in that number 2 car has not trailed in this one at all. She started on the pole, and she continues to lead it even after all the restarts. Dave Bradley in 2nd, followed by Jeff Blackburn, Mike Bradley, Rob McCall, and the 4 of Jamie Kay. 6 laps to go for Jessica James. James down the back chute. And we got a big gap now for Dave Bradley in the 15. And now Jeff Blackburn about to be passed by Mike Bradley. And Mike Bradley falls out of line. And he goes back about 4 positions. 5 laps to go. It is the number 2 out front. Race leader, Jessica James. In 2nd, it is number 15, Dave Bradley. Then Rob McCall in number 62. And number 4 next, Jamie Kay. Then it's Mike Bradley. But up front still Jessica James as she's going to come up on traffic here. Jessica James is flying out there. James in that number 2. We'll have 2 laps to go this time by. 2 remaining. Jessica James. Then we go back to Dave Bradley, followed by Rob McCall and number 4, Jamie Kay. The white flag about to fly for the number 2, Jessica James. 1 to go. Dave Bradley 2nd, followed by Rob McCall and number 4, Jamie Kay. Down the back straightaway, into 3, out of 4, down the front to the checkered flag. Jessica James wins it for 2nd. It is Dave Bradley for 3rd. Rob McCall followed by the 4 of Jamie Kay. And what a run tonight for number 2, Jessica James. Right now, let's hear it for Jessica James, everybody. Dave Bradley in 2nd and Rob McCall in 3rd. We'll get a word with all 3. What a run for Jessica. She went green to checker. We had a couple of cautions in there. Rob McCall, come on over here. Rob, a great run. You fell back there briefly, but you were able to come up and finish in third.
Yeah, I did. I made a mistake, and as you can see, it doesn't take long to go backwards when you make a mistake. So I'm happy with third. Obviously, you want to win, but you can't always do that.
Jessica was fast tonight.
She definitely was. I beat her in the heat race, but she made some changes and obviously found out what was going on, and here I am in third.
Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank Les. He comes here, or comes to the track with me every week and wrenches on this thing. Creature Design, they try and make us look pretty. It's hard for that to happen, but Cardinal Builders, Daco sponsors our series. Falcon Fire also is a sponsor. Link, my employer, he helps me out. TSS Top Shops, Casey Motorsports. I can go on and on, but and thanks to the fans for coming out and watching us have fun.
There you go, Rob McCall, everybody. Come on over here, Dave. Well, Dave Bradley, Dave, quite a run. You had a fast car tonight, not enough to catch Jessica.
No, it took a couple laps for the tires to come in. Unfortunately, even after those restarts, I tried my hardest to warm them up, but I just couldn't hang on the outside there. It was pretty dicey. Once it settled in, it was pretty quick, and I could keep her in check, but I just couldn't catch her. So she had a great car, great run tonight, good clean run for all the drivers, and a lot of fun. I mean, these cars are amazing, right? You come out and you turn time similar to a late model in a car that costs a fraction of what one of those would cost. So they're a hoot. If you're interested in getting involved, go on our website, outlawmidgets.com. We've got Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to me. We got all kinds of information we can pass along. But I got to thank all my sponsors, Ambient Air, Ryan's Custom Machine. Daco's been a big supporter of the series for a couple of years. They took a step back. Canadian Tire in Innisfil is the title sponsor of the series, so big thank you to them. But a lot of people make this happen. My brother works tirelessly on this car. My dad, my mom. My kids are here today. They were helping in the pits. My Aunt Rose came out to help out too. So it does take a large team in the pits, even when they're little cars, but they're a lot of fun.
You can tell by the voice in this guy, he is a broadcaster, of course. Dave is the voice of NASCAR in Canada. Dave, what was it like to be in Newfoundland last weekend?
Oh, it was a great race, actually, and hopefully you got a chance to watch it on TSN aired today. But yeah, it was a new facility for all the drivers, great place, and it's awesome to see all the different racetracks across Canada. But we got one of the best here at Sauble Speedway, for sure.
Very good. Let's hear it for Dave Bradley, finishing second tonight. And the driver of the race, and what a run you had, Jessica.
Wow.
It was a wild race. You lead all the way from green to checker, and every time you were challenged on the restarts, you came right back and were able to hang on.
Well, we were struggling earlier today. I mean, had me, and we tried check clutches, and we threw everything at it. And last ditch, we changed some electronics and woke it up.
You did, because, when you opened up, you had a straightaway lead. You could really open things up.
Is that all? No, I feel good. That's great.
You were fast, and every time you were challenged, I said you were able to take control. Who would you like to thank?
Well, I got to thank Wagner Painting. They're the big guys right there. That's him there, and can't do it without him. Can't do it without the crew. The guys are camping this weekend, and I bribed them to come help me. They left, so they don't even know this has happened, but I guess they'll be getting drunk now when they get the call. I got to thank Gifford Hydroform Pipes. I got to thank the Outlaw Midgets. I got to thank Daco, Canadian Tire, of Innisfil. Boy, I got a lot of people to thank, because it's not just one person that does it. It's a lot of people. They're little cars, but they're a lot of work.
They're a lot of work. They're really fast. They're great to watch. Congratulations.
Well, thanks to Sauble for having us. Thank you.
Very good.